Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video we're going to be talking about the new season because there is some new information about that, as well as all of the other things which were added into the game today. The first thing I want to mention is the 3000% pack, which probably everyone will have clicked on. It's a season pre-order set, but you have to be really careful when buying this because the limited raid-up recruitments are going to be limited in which banners you can even recruit for them. So for example, the one with the eye indicating basically Roman numeral 1, that will only be usable, these 40 tickets, for the first raid-up recruitment hero offered in the new season. Number 2 will only be usable on the second raid-up recruitment hero, and like that. So for example, it's not like you're going to get 160 in total to use on whichever banner you want. You're gonna have to use 40 on each banner, and if you don't use it in the time period, they're gonna expire and they'll be converted at a rate of 1 ticket for 100 diamonds, which is not a good return because 1 ticket would normally cost 300 diamonds. So that's the first thing to keep in mind. And then yeah, so that is why, even though this has 3000% value, it is not actually as much because it will depend. Like usually you'll want to save up your raid-up recruitment tickets and go for it on the most powerful hero raid-up recruitment, because if you have to go for it on each of the 4 different heroes offered, then you're only gonna be able to get 1 copy of each of them, and you can't go all out for one of the heroes all in. And so that's the major issue with this pack. Okay, now let's talk about the new season. So they have shown us that it's called the Waves of Intrigue, and there's this Pirates of the Caribbean type vibe that you see here. So most likely this is going to be a Graveborn related season, because if we look through the season so far, the first base season was a Wilder season with Soren and Brian and Laika as the main heroes. This current season we're in was a Mauler oriented season, and now the next one will most likely be a Graveborn oriented season, because it was either Graveborn or Lightbearer, and this definitely fits the vibe of Graveborn more. And the beginning of the season, if we take a look at the rules here, will begin on September 19th, but it will depend on which server you're on, because the later servers might have a later start date for the new season. But for me, it is September 19th, and I think that would be the earliest version of when this new season will be beginning. And then you also have, you will keep your level 240 from the base season, and you will need to reach level 240 if you're a new player of your base season before you'll be able to access the new season. And as for the updates, there will be new bosses or new content introduced to Dream Realm. Everyone is expecting Crystal Beetle will be added into the rotation, so then maybe there will be 7 bosses in total. And battle drills will be different battle drills maps and Legend Trial with the Waves of Intrigue season launch, which makes sense. During the Waves of Intrigue season, new magic charms will be introduced, and some people did send some screenshots. I don't, maybe on the test server, but there are going to be new magic charms, but some of the old magic charms will also be available that are currently here. And but again, each hero will have a lot of different magic charms you can choose from for the mythic magic charms, that is. And the major new feature which will be added is faction talents, and I think this will be kind of like a talent tree for the different various factions that you can invest into with whatever resources you earn, and this will then power up that probably faction. But this is not going to, they mentioned that this will not apply to like competitive content. I don't even think it will apply to Dream Realm, but it will apply to like Legend Trials. I don't know about AFK stages, so that is where it will be limited. And then there will be brand new season levels, season equipment, season artifacts, starting from scratch basically in the new season, like when we began this current season we're in right now. And things to note, the launch time of Wave of Intrigue will vary depending on the opening time of different servers. This is what we mentioned, but it will conclude globally for all servers at the same time. And that will be around 4 months after the launch at September 19th. So 4 months after that is probably when it will be concluding. And if you join later, or even if you join after this current season is over, you'll be able to access these seasons to play through the content in the Peaks of Time mode to get certain rewards which were available, from the story. Okay, so that is pretty much what they have for Waves of Intrigue. Now let's talk about Crystal Clash. So Crystal Clash has come out today. Again, the shop is, I think, exactly identical to the previous Crystal Clash shop, and to get out most of the major rewards here, you're gonna need 15,000 of the crystal shards. And per day, if you're plundering, like for example, the 700 value geodes and you're getting the maximum bonus of 1.6 times, you can get around just almost 3,000 or 3,500 just from your plunders. And then from your defense, make sure you're setting a defense with a guildmate or a friend to have a strong defense, which people are going to try to avoid. And then you're going to gain the defense rewards from that as well. So per day, if you're doing everything, you could get 5,000 or close to that per day from defense and plundering. But even if you're not, and the event is going to last for 10 days. So you don't have to get 5,000 per day. You can even aim for lower, like even 2,000 per day. You're going to be able to buy out the entire shop. But what is important is to do your 3 plunders per day and set your defense. And for the plunders, I think the best place I've found that has like a bunch of different geodes to choose from is if you go to Crimson Highland. And basically that area which has all the spider cocoons in Crimson Highland 3. I go over here because for whatever reason, a lot of crystal geodes spawn here. And look for like the 600 or 700s. You know, even the 400s you can attack. They're probably going to be very easy to clear, usually only defended by a single player. Yeah, like this you could easily clear on your own, and at least you're gaining some rewards, like, and it will be quick for you to clear it. Over here it is a 600. And usually these are also only defended by one player. Again, it will be pretty easy for you to clear. The thing is, if you look hard for like the 700s and above, you could find some easy ones, but you could also find like really challenging ones. And in my opinion, it's just better to skip the people who have really strong defenses. It's not worth your time and effort. Just try to clear like 3 600s. And like if you just look through here, there's so many different crystal geodes to choose from. 800 is the maximum, 780 is going to give, but like these are going to be difficult, more difficult defenses. They are clearable like if you're strong, but it's going to require a lot of effort, and the 600s are usually going to be like much easier to clear. Like for me, I mainly attacked 700s, and it was a pretty easy time for me. So that is for the Crystal Geode and what you can try to do for that. Now let's talk about the Ravaged Realm. Ravaged Realm will be coming out in 2 days. If you click this like basically notification banner in the lower right of this screen, it will pop up and you can see the event preview for Ravaged Realm. But all it is basically saying is that you need to get AFK stage 450 of this new season, I believe, before you can participate in that. And from what we've seen so far, it is going to be factional based bosses that you will have to clear. Like you'll have to use teams of Graveborns to kill a boss, teams of Maulers to kill a boss, or they'll gain some advantage based on your faction. But then they're going to be rewards based off of that. So it's going to be kind of like a Dream Realm type mode, but it is going to be definitely interesting to see that. But you will need to have 450 AFK stage progress in order to enter that. So if you could get to 450 of the new season before it comes out in 2 days, that would be great for you. Okay, so that is most of all of the information talked about. Again, the Timeless Gala, the Joyous Feast, is still going on up until I think August 31st. So again, for 2 more days it will be happening. And you can just head over to the Gala Square and talk to Damien during the event period. And every hour, from the 40th minute to the 55th minute, you will be able to attend the Joyous Feast. And then you can use your gestures like dancing, shooting off the fireworks to gain the affinity origami hamsters. You can get up to 16 per day. And you can also, if you are like there for long enough, you can even spectate other people touring off their joy planes, and then in the upper right there will be like you can click on it to claim some diamonds. But for me, like what I've seen is that there are not enough people throwing off their toy airplanes because maybe they've already thrown them off or they're confused about the event. But so unless, like, for example, your guild members or your friends are going to be throwing them off, I would probably just come here, get the origami, 16 origami hamsters, and be done with it, because otherwise you could be coming back and back waiting for those diamonds and they may never appear. So because it's just about when other people throw their toy airplanes, so like you'll have to wait for other people to throw them. Yeah, so that is pretty much it. That is all I wanted to basically cover. in today's video. One final tip, because I wanted to make actually a dedicated video about this, but I think might as well throw it in here. There's a fishing event going on right now, and you have 13 days left of the fishing event. But the key thing, which I just learned very recently, is if you look on your map every day, there are going to be 2 fishing locations which are in gold. Like up here we have one fishing spot in gold, and then instead of having the 10 attempts, you're gonna have 5 attempts. But then what will happen is you will each attempt will be a guaranteed like more either silver or above fish. It could be a rare fish, or it could be a silver or gold fish. So that can help you with your daily quest for the fishing mission. It can also help you with unlocking like the Pokédex, basically because there's a log of all the fish that you've acquired. And for the event, you get rewards and diamonds based on how many rare fish you catch, how many golden fish you catch, how many turtle fish you catch, and you can fill out this basically collection that you have here. And the rare fish count as different species. So there's another event, or like basically not event, but they are your missions. In the growth trials, and here it is that catch fish species up to 30. When you catch all 30, you're going to get all the diamond rewards, but basically each 2 or 3 new species you catch, you get these 200 diamonds. So this is like the best way I've found to get those rare species, because right now those are really the only ones I'm missing. If we take a look at my entries, I'm missing like the rare one here, and then these 2 rare fish here, and then finally these 3 rare fish. The purple are the rare fish. So the best way to get them is wait for these gold fishing locations to pop up, and then fish in them, and basically you know if it will be a rare fish because it will start its meter at about a quarter filled up. Like the gold and silver fishes of the normal like species are going to fill, like the meter will start from like halfway filled up, and if it's a quarter or less, and you'll be able to tell very quickly, then it is a rare fish. So what you can do is you can fish in these 5 out of 5 golden locations, and if it comes up that it's of halfway filled or more, you know it's a gold or silver fish, just let it go. Like exit out, or just let the fish leave, don't catch it, and then you keep going, because when you have these 5 out of 5, it is guaranteed to be either a gold, silver, or rare fish. And so you have a higher chance of finding them, and then you can just keep looking and looking until you get that quarter filled up bar meter, and then you can just reel it in, fish it up, and you're going to get a guaranteed rare fish, and then it could be one of the species you're missing. So by doing that today, I have managed now to get all the rare fish for this fishing, or well, not this one, I didn't manage to get it here, but for the other fishing spot, I managed to get all of the rare fish. Well, this is not the one, the other one is up here. Yeah, this one is here, and we now have all of them. So that's just another tip to throw in there. But anyway, because it's 13 days left still on that event, so if you want to try to get all the diamond rewards, you need to catch enough rare fish for that and goldfish for that, as well as 300 fish in total. So these 5 out of 5 things you get per day are a real good way of getting rare fish or goldfish. But I usually keep retrying until it's a rare fish. Okay, just one more thing I want to mention. From this, we can also see what is going to be the cycle, the duration of all these raid up recruitment heroes. So in 20 days from now, or 21 days from now, the season is going to begin, right? And this is going to last for 42 days, this first raid up recruitment. So that means the first raid up recruitment hero will be on banner for 3 weeks. 21 plus 21 is 42, right? And then the next one is going to be only 14 days after that. So the next one will be up for 2 weeks. From 56 to 69, that's 13 days, almost 2 weeks. And then 69 to 84 is about 2 weeks. So they're going to be pretty fast banners. The first one's going to be 3 weeks, and then the other ones are going to be every 2 weeks. So again, like, this is a value pack. However, just keep in mind that these raid up recruitments are going to be limited to the specific banner. And so it can help you get that one copy of each hero, but it's not like you can hoard them all up and get all 160 and go all in on the most important hero you need, which is normally like the strategy for the lighter spenders or the free-to-play players. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. That's going to be it for this one, and I'll hopefully see you guys in the next video. And until then, everyone, peace out for now.